Okay, a minute and a half left here in round 5, and Jake's looking for the finish. He's finished. He's hurt. On the run. Jake just pulling it on here.
I know what you're thinking, how serious could this really be? But believe me, the bout that everyone has been talking about just hours ago between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul sounds like a wild dream, right? One guy is a legendary heavyweight who could knock out anyone with a single punch, and the other is, well, a YouTube star who somehow managed to make a name for himself in the ring. Following months of excitement, fans everywhere were wondering if Jake could truly handle Tyson's sheer power, or if this was just a disaster waiting to happen. Tyson is the expert and the undisputed powerhouse, but Jake is no stranger to controversy or fighting.
I started them out. Yeah, I hooked them up with their first trainer. They're doing good, well, man. I'm very happy for them and their success, and they're doing good, man. Think about it. It was just some YouTube kids, and here they went, fought the great Floyd Mayweather and now Mike Tyson, the two biggest guys in the sport. So
the instantaneous intensity of the bell ringing and boom, Tyson, who is 58 years old, isn't slowing down, and Jake, with his reach and youthful vigor, is holding his own in the ring. If you're interested in how it all went, stay tuned for a few minutes, and I'll explain everything to you. I promise you won't hear this anywhere else.
Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit? So it's a bunch of bullshit, but like I said before, they know what they're doing. Both brothers. Logan as well as Jake, they know what they're doing, so.
Wow, let's just say that this fight wasn't your usual match. Concluded a few hours ago. Iron was with YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul, who never lacks confidence, as they entered the ring. Yes, Mike Tyson is a man whose fists are so heavy that they nearly bear a warning label. Fans flocked to AT&T Arena in Arlington, Texas, some for Tyson the living legend and others for Jake the social media star. Everyone was anticipating a wild CL between Tyson's unadulterated legendary power and Jake's youthful ambition.
Mike Tyson, second round knockout, one of the most second round real knockout, not just a fake knockout. After the first round, I don't think Jake probably gonna try to run, but he can't run for Mike. Mike is serious business. When he go in there for real. He hungry too. Mike is hungry as a mother.
From the first bell, Jake came out swinging. He literally circled the ring with confidence, keeping Tyson at a safe distance with quick jabs and footwork that, to be honest, surprised a lot of people. He seemed relaxed, even a little too comfortable, as if he had this figured out. Jake was trying to keep Tyson out of his danger zone, throwing little pops here and there, banking on his reach advantage. Jake bounced around the ring, snapping jabs that landed fairly cleanly, almost giving the impression that he might actually stand a chance, especially given Tyson's initial composure. In the narrative, Tyson remained unfazed and stood his ground, giving Jake the impression that he was improving. This was a man who had seen it all and knew how to take a blow and deliver a much bigger one in return in a calm and patient manner. Even if boxing round 1 might have given Jake a few points, Tyson was reading Jake's every action as a warning to anyone who knew. Tyson was simply letting Jake run his show while he waited for the ideal opportunity to take charge.
He get there too quick. But if you charge him, you're going to smother everything. Because everything he push off his legs. He push off his legs so he too close. Like this, but if you give him room, I mean, everybody get knocked out going backwards. Like this, you give him room.
When round 2 started, Jake kept to his strategy and relied on his prior knowledge. But Tyson closed the distance after deciding it was time to increase the pressure. While Tyson used every stride and blow to demonstrate dominance, Jake's expertise kept him calm despite his best efforts to brush off the jabs that had worked in the first round. Then came the body shots. Tyson delivered strong, heavy blows, depleting Jake's vitality with each one. Jake attempted to stay his distance and continue firing jabs, but his posture changed and his confidence eroded with each blow. Tyson's strength made it more difficult to follow his plan.
I didn't get paid. It was just like I said before. He just want to keep his name out there. You know, as long as he attaches his name to mine, he's going to keep my name out there. Remember what he said. He said, Mayweather ain't gonna, he didn't pay me, Where's the lawsuit? If you didn't get paid, where's the lawsuit? So it's a bunch of bullshit. But like I said before, they know what they're doing. Both brothers.
Jake's expression revealed a completely different narrative by the end of round 2. That arrogant smile was gone, and the enthusiasm from the first round was dwindling more quickly than his chances of victory. Meanwhile, Tyson, he was only warming up, and you could almost feel the stadium humming. Poor Jake was beginning to understand what it meant to be in the ring with a legend as Tyson took charge.
Mike Tyson shows up for 5 minutes. Like, how do you get past that?
Right.
Right? He doesn't need to be there for the whole fight. He just needs to be there for 5 minutes.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear your strategy.
After 3 starts, Jake is frantically trying to recover control and hurl jabs as if he has something to prove, but Tyson isn't flinching. Instead, he controls the ring and cuts Jake off at every opportunity, trapping him. The audience watches Jake struggle as Tyson's knowledge of where to be and when takes over, making Jake's escape impossible.
Tricky one. I mean, I think everyone, when it comes to a Mike Tyson fight, even today, want to see this big legendary Mike Tyson knockout, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul have a...
Every shot that Tyson delivered wasn't just landing. It was putting Jake into full-on survival mode. Jake was still throwing punches, but let's be honest, they were more like half-hearted jabs. His arms were now drooping, his footwork was stumbling, and you could almost see the weariness seeping onto his face. Tyson's punches, on the other hand, weren't just for points. They were surgical, as if he were dismantling Jake piece by piece with each blow. By round 3, Jake was a gas, breathing heavily, drooping and becoming sluggish. Tyson was scarcely perspiring, as if he was just getting started, but he had Jake exactly where he wanted him, and believe me, round 4 was about to change.
He's hurt. On the run.
Every shot that Tyson delivered wasn't just landing. It was putting Jake into full-on survival mode. Jake was still throwing punches, but let's be honest, they were more like half-hearted jabs. His arms were now drooping, his footwork was stumbling, and you could almost see the weariness seeping onto his face. Tyson's punches, on the other hand, weren't just for points. They were surgical, as if he were dismantling Jake piece by piece with each blow. By round 3, Jake was a gas, breathing heavily, drooping and becoming sluggish. Tyson was scarcely perspiring, as if he was just getting started, but he had Jake exactly where he wanted him, and believe me, round 4 was about to change. Jake staggered, desperately trying to stay on his feet, but Tyson was already closing in with more punches right-left, each one smashing through Jake's defenses like a wrecking ball. The younger guy tried to hold his ground, but it was like trying to stop a freight train with a toothpick. Tyson wasn't letting up, then bam, one final crushing punch and down Jake went flat. The crowd goes crazy when the referee jumps in to announce the knockout during the canvas game, and Tyson confirms that he is more than just a former champion. He is still the monster who transformed the sport. As the dust settled, fans and commentators were left in complete awe. Tyson's victory was a declaration of his skill, strength, and legacy rather than just another victory. He swiftly demonstrated to a younger, arrogant opponent what it meant to be a true boxer. Swaggering Jake Paul discovered the hard way how far behind he actually was.